Y'all know the name.
What's going on, guys? My name is Matilio and welcome back to Football Manager 2017. So, in our previous episode, we got a disappointing draw away to Brentford. We had the lead and then Taiwo gave away an absolutely stupid penalty and then got him sent off just after half time. So we did well to get a draw there. We picked up a win against Preston. It should have been a lot better. We should have scored a lot more, but we didn't. 3 points was 3 points. And then we finished things out with a thoroughly disappointing result against Newcastle United. We just weren't at the races that day. So we've got 4 games left for this season, starting with Wolves, which is coming just 2 days after. So I'm not pleased about that. So we're going to have some tired legs around. Then we've got an away trip to Burton. And then we're going to round out today's episode with the big one. At home to Norwich, which is must win. We have to win it. Because unless Norwich drop more points, which they have been, they've lost and drawn their last 2 games. Unless they drop more, that could be the difference between promotion and the automatic promotion and the playoff places. So that's must win, as are the other 2. And then the final episode of this season will be against Wigan. It could be just a foregone conclusion, a nice little celebration episode, or it could be more crucial than that, depending on how results go today. So, Wolves. This is the team, and I'm going to make just a little tweak here, and I'm going to play these guys in the wing-back role because I want them getting forward a little bit more. Bridcup will stay in his defensive midfield role. Moat stays there, but again, like I said, I've said it numerous times on previous episodes, this is the best team I have available, so this is what I've got to do. 4 wins from the next 4 games guarantees it for us. We could perhaps maybe, just maybe, because we've got the goal difference, just maybe get away with 3 wins and a draw, but I don't want to risk it. So we've got Wolves there in 18th place. They've not had a very good season, but they've got some pretty good players, so we're going to have to be on our toes. So I'm going to jump ahead to that game now, and I will see you over there. Here we go then. Leeds versus Wolves at Allen Road. Again, it's spitting out. A little bit damp on the pitch, so there should be a nice amount of zip going around as we get things underway. Long ball forward looking for Roof. And Bothwick Jackson cuts it out. We've got a corner now. Here's Moat. Whips it in. It comes out only as far as Bridcup. Can he do something from here? No, he finds Sacco. Goes in and it comes back out again. Here's Moat. And he's tackled by Johnson. Here's John. Don't know if that's his first or last name. Costa. His family owns the very popular Costa coffee houses, I hear. Or not, I don't know. Cavallero, oh, he's got past him, and it's all off the post with a minute gone. And we are riding our luck at the minute. It's a corner. It's John again. Still not sure, first or last name. Could be either. Mason. And it's cleared by Bridcup. Okay, so it's a throw-in to Wolves. It's partially cleared. Johnson nods it back in, but Silvestri picks up the loose ball with a few minutes of the half left. Long ball up front, looking for Roof. But it's cleared only as far as Moat. And Bridcup gets in there well. Another long ball over the top. Looking for Roof. He finds him. Roof with a bit of space. He has a shot, but it's not troubling the keeper. So here's Cavallero with a long ball up. Silvestri comes and collects it confidently. And he throws it out to Xavi on the left. Here's Dallas to Moat with a lovely ball over the top, looking for Chris Wood. Chris Wood's in there. Oh, he's squaring across to Roof. He's free. Another chance goes begging. Well, overall, I think Wolves have had the better of the possession. We've had the better chances, I think, but it's not been good. And there is a big opportunity because last time I saw Burton Albion, I think it might have been Burton, I'm not sure. They are leading against Norwich. So we've got a real opportunity here. We win this game and they lose that. That's that 5-point buffer back. and that's big going into the last 3 games. So we've got to do better. I'm not pleased. I want more from you, sacks of shit, for lack of a better word. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it to it. Now we'll leave it in control at the moment, and I might move to attacking. If we get to the last 20 minutes and we ain't scored, I'm going to move it to attacking. But at the moment, I'm going to keep it as it is. So it's a free kick. John lumps it into the area, and Silvestri comes and grabs it. But I am thinking about substitutions purely because Moat is looking a little bit tired. As is Bridcut, as Xavi makes a charge down the left, and he loses out to Graham. Well, let's get that ball back. Just whatever you do, don't bloody concede. Here's Bambok to John. Berardi makes a good tackle. Sacco with a nice ball looking for Kemar Roof. Kemar Roof is through now. Can he put his 1-0 up? Oh, he's hit right at the keeper. Why are you taking it on your left? Just use your right. And we've got a corner though. Mark's going to pump it in. Is somebody up there? And it's another corner. It's cleared by, I think, Bothwick Jackson. And it's going to be Dallas to take this one. Ball comes in. And the keeper comes and gets it. So we've got a throw in now. Here's Barada. Looks inside for Sacco, but it's poor. And now we're under it. Here's Costa. Mason. He's not got much support. And he fires wide from distance. And I'm now going to think about making changes. Okay, so we've got 20 minutes left. Mark's looking knackered, so he's going to come off for Ronaldo Vieira. Again, I don't know, I might play him something differently. I don't... Ball-winning midfielder or box-to-box midfielder. I think he might be able to do a box-to-box midfielder, so we're going to play him there in that role. Who else? Dallas isn't looking very good at the minute, so I might bring... Like I said, I've not got many other options. I've just got to bring him on. And I'm going to leave Bridcut. I'm going to give it another 5 minutes for Bridcut. And then I'm going to bring possibly Diego Poet on. But then again, I might change it. Chris was looking a bit tired, so I might bring a Pierre on. But we'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to make our last substitution. And it's going to be Diego Poet who's going to come off. Because Bridcut's on a yellow and he's looking tired as well. I'm more tired than Chris Wood is. So I'm going to bring him in. And I'm going to play him as a half-back. So that's our last change. I've moved it to attacking also. We've got about 15 minutes left. Hopefully we can get some sort of result out of this game. It's another highlight, seemingly, for Wolves. There's Bambok to John. Mason. Back to Seiss. I think that's how you pronounce it. Mason. Hyder Costa. Just playing it around, isn't it? We can't get the ball. John, and it's a long shot from distance and not troubling Silvestri. So, 5 minutes left. Again, another highlight seemingly for Wolves, but we've got it. And, oh, that's a brilliant ball over the top for Chris Wood. Can he finish it? No! Come on! How have you fucking missed? So, this is looking like the last highlight of the game. And we've had the chances to take this game by the scruff of the neck and win it well, but we haven't taken it. Still 0-0. We don't see many of them. We see draws, but not many 0-0 draws. And right now, I think the ref just needs to blow the whistle, put us out of our misery. Here's Costa. Good tackle from Bartley. Here's Roof with a ball over the top for Wood. Can Wood finally finish it off for us? No! Oh, you New Zealand-based twat! Oh, Chris Wood had so many chances. He had 3 good chances. Roof had a couple. And it's just, oh... I'm not fucking saying a word to them. Like bollocks. They should... I mean, they had the better of the possession, and they had more chances. But we had the better chances. And we just didn't take it. And sorry, it was Preston that Wolves were playing. Norwich were playing, sorry. And there's a big chance there. That was a huge opportunity for us. That has just gone begging. We could have taken that 3 points, 5-point buffer, and that's pretty much near enough us promoted. Ugh. Very disappointing. But the next game is against Burton Albion, and we're away from home. And this really shitty run of form has got to end. I said we need to win 4 to guarantee it. That's not going to come about now. I said we might be able to do it with 3 wins and a draw. Well, we're just going to have to see, because we've got the draw, so we need 3 wins from our last 3 games. Burton up next. I'm going to jump ahead to that game, and I'll see you over there. Okay, so here we are, just ahead of the game against Burton Albion, away from home. And I've been looking at some stats. Kemar Roofe and Chris Wood have 1 goal in their last 7 appearances, which is not good. Also, the team form, looking at the schedule, from our last 6 games, we've won 1, lost 1, and drawn 4. So we've had a real dip in form, and our 2 big assets going forward, in Roofe and Wood, they've not been very good, to be honest. I did go through a team meeting, and that seemingly went very well, so I'm quite pleased with that. However, we're going away to Burton, who are no pushovers, because they've won 3 of their last 5 home games. So we've got to be on it, and we've got to do something. In that vein, in that thought, I've decided to bring Ronaldo Vieira in for Liam Bridcut. I fancied a change, and I thought this might be the way to try and elicit it, but you know what, actually I'm not. I'm going to leave Bridcut in there, because in terms of the form, he's probably the form player in the team at the moment. So Bridcut stays in. I've decided that, and he's going to play back in his... we're going to play him as a ball-winning midfielder, I think, in the support duty. So yeah, not much else. Like I said, it's not like I have a massive amount of options in order to change the team. I know we do badly, and you're probably asking, why don't I change the team if we're doing that badly? I haven't got the options. I just haven't got them available to me, so it's just having to make do. So hopefully the team meeting and the fact that I've made some slight tweaks to the... not the formation, but the way we play. Hopefully that will bring us a bit of luck and a bit more impetus to go forward and win games, because we've got to start winning them. So I'm going to jump ahead to game. I'll see you over there. Okay, so here we go then. Burton versus Leeds. Big game. For us in the very least. Norwich are hosting Brighton and Hove Albion in their game, so... they're at home. They have lost home games, so we've got to win this one just to make sure. And get ourselves back on track. And there's a foul early on by Chowdhury. So there's a ball out. Short to Xavi. Who goes up the wing to Dallas. Comes inside to Moat. Dallas again. To Bridcut. Here's Moat. Good ball over the top, looking for Dallas. There's the ball in. There's Roofe, and it's 1-0 with 5 minutes gone. Kemar Roofe with his 19th of the season, and hopefully he's going to kick on for these last 3 games and propel us towards promotion in the Premier League. Good ball over the top. Dallas gets up well, and Roofe is alive to it. Good first touch. Pretty much takes the defender completely out of the picture, and he finishes nicely at the near post. Burton 0, Leeds 1. Let's go. Okay, so there's a long ball up to Wood, and he nods it on brilliantly to Dallas. He's got Kemar Roofe in the middle. Oh, you wasteful shit! Give it to Kemar, for fuck's sake! Well, there's half time, and we've done pretty well, but we had a golden opportunity. Just Dallas, you greedy shit. Just lay it across for Roofe, and it's 2-0. I don't understand it. But there we go. So, I'm going to be calm. And we're telling that we're capable of even better. I'm going to certainly tell you I'm not happy with your performance, because you've not really done anything. And I'm going to calmly just talk to the midfield. Right, so second half. Hopefully we can crack on, get that second goal, maybe a third, put this to bed. And then move on to the big one against Norwich. And it's also we're going to get things kicked off for the second half. Can we get a nice early highlight of us scoring? No. But we move on to the next one fairly swiftly. Here's Dallas. Don't lose the ball. Just pass the fucking thing. Here's Irvine now. Mark wins it back. Here's Dallas to Wood. Back to Bridcut. Comes forward for Roofe. Bread cut again. Moat goes wide to Barada. Nice ball up the wing for Sacco. Can he get a cross in? He can. It's got the back post, and there's Dallas, and it's 2-0. Early goal to kick the second half off. Dallas with his 4th of the season, and he's made amends for that terrible decision to shoot at the back end of the first half. I thought maybe the chance had gone a little bit. It was a very, very deep cross from Sacco, but Dallas gets up, he attacks it well, and the keeper can't do anything. Burton 0, Leeds 2. Okay, so it's another highlight for us. It's a free kick. Moat goes to the centre to Xavi. Comes back to Dallas. Dallas drives into the box. Can he get the ball in? Oh, you wasteful fucker. He's becoming too greedy. I'm going to have a word with him and tell him to stop shooting. Okay, so I'm going to make some changes because Bridcut's looking a little bit tight. So he's going to come off for Diego Poyet, and also Moat's going to come off for Ronaldo Vieira. So I'm just going to put him in the defend duty. I'm just keen, don't want to be too negative, but I think I'm going to play him as... I'm going to put him as an anchor man, actually. Just to give us that little bit of extra stability, and then that means I can move him up and put him in support. And I'm also going to bring Chris Wood off because he's not been very good at all, and he's looking tired. So I'm going to play him as an advanced forward alongside Kemar Roof. And hopefully we can get that 3rd goal. So it's a corner to Burton. Ball comes in. Brayford kind of faces it back out. And, ooh, Silvestri just gets his fingers to it and plucks it out the air. So time's ticking down. We've got about 6 minutes left. Sacco wins it well. Here's a Apia. About time he got his first goal of the season. But he's not going to get it when he's crowded out like that. Here's Barada. There's a cross in. Dallas, and it's 3-0. Come on. Dallas with his 5th of the season, his 2nd of the day. And that's pretty much the game. Can't really complain, to be honest. Burton really haven't had a massive amount going forward. They did hit the post, I think, if I recall correctly. Maybe? Oh no, that might have been the other game. I don't know. Things are getting garbled. But it's a good cross from Barada. Defender misses it completely, and then it's on a play for Dallas to bag his 5th of the season. Burton 0, Leeds 3. Come on! Okay, so this should be the last action of the half. Xavi with the ball in. It's cleared by Brayford. Here's Palmer. Looking for Bevan. He comes back inside to Palmer. Naylor. Out to Flanagan with a cross. And it's cleared just about. And Vieira gets rid, but that's it. That's the game. Pick up a big 3-0 win. And I can't really say anything more, to be honest with you. They were just absolutely fantastic today. Absolutely fantastic. Dallas was very, very good. He was the man of the match. Defensively, we were very, very good as well. So we did the job. We did what we had to do. We've done as much as we can do. I don't know what happened in the other game between Norwich and whoever they were playing. I can't remember who it was now. Brighton, sorry. Who they're playing at home. But I'm going to click this button. We're going to find out. Norwich drew! Yes! Norwich drew. That means we've got a 4-point gap with 6 points to play for. So what that means is we can draw the next game and we're promoted. This is huge. Again, big win. 17 shots, 7 on target. We scored 3 of them, 54% possession, blah, 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 blah. But the big one is that there. Norwich 0, Brighton 0. So this is big. We can draw that next game against Norwich and we're promoted. If we win, fantastic. But even if we lose, we can still go up. I don't want to lose. Believe me, I'm going to go all out for a win. But even with the defeat, if we beat Wigan, we're still going up. So this was big. Thank you, Brighton. Thank you. We've got, actually, at the point of recording this, we're actually playing them tomorrow on the Saturday. It's a Friday night now. I know, this is my Friday nights. Playing Football Manager. I'm not going out playing Football Manager. But we've got to play them tomorrow. So they've done us a big favour on Football Manager. Hopefully they can just shit the bed tomorrow and we can win. So yeah, I'm going to jump ahead to the final game of today's episode. Leeds versus Norwich. It's massive. It could seal our promotion to the Premier League. So stay tuned and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so here we are, ahead of the game against Norwich City. as I said, win or draw and we are promoted to the Premier League. There's no other outcomes. If we lose, we've still got a point gap and we're still in second, which means we have to beat Wigan in the final game of the season. But I don't want that to become a possible eventuality. So, no other news to speak of, apart from the fact that Antonsen has kind of passed the fitness test, but he is in no way, shape or form fit to come back in. I might give him 5-10 minutes against Wigan in the last game of the season, depending on how things go here. But other than that, the other thing to mention is Appiah has been running his mouth to the press, and I got a little bit angry and carried away. So now he's definitely going at the end of the season. Not really. If you can't do it in the Championship, there's no way he's going to be able to do it in the Premier League. So he's going to be definitely going at the end of the season. But apart from that, I've changed nothing with the team that beat Burton. Everybody looks fresh. Everybody looks ready to go. I've had a little team meeting with them. Bridcut's been rallying the troops. So let's jump over to Ellen Road. And let's seal our destiny. Here we go then. The big one. The biggest game of the season. With a place in the Premier League on offer, and we get things kicked off. I don't know whether to talk or not, because it normally just ends very abruptly, these early highlights, unless we get an early goal, which would be nice. There's Wood, but it's cleared. Oh, please, no. No. Well, it's still going, this opening highlight, and... oh, that's a fucking foul, ref. Here's Howson, formerly of Leeds, traitor. I just spit on my own floor then. But that's how I feel about traitors. Here's Jerome with a shot. Ooh, and Silvestri keeps it out, and Janssen clears it into touch. So, 28 minutes gone. A big highlight potentially for us. Moat wins the header. Roof, he looks a little bit offside. Here's Sacco, and Ruddy goes straight at him. Fairly easy work for him. And there's half time, so not a lot been happening. Silvestri is playing pretty well. Had a very, very good save to deny Jerome early on. Chris Wood again having a stinker. But I'm just going to be calm with them. Just be calm. And then I'm going to just give them a little bit of talk in each department. And hopefully that will drive us on to get that goal. Or in the very least keep things as they are at 0-0. I know it's not the most exciting way to go up, but as long as we go up, it doesn't matter to me. We could go up with 11 ducks on the field playing football. Wouldn't matter. There's a ball in, and Ruddy makes an acrobatic, needlessly acrobatic save. So it's a corner to Norwich. Ball's whipped in. Moat nods it away. And Tete picks it up. Olsen. Malumbu. Tete again. Here's Howson. Please, anyone but Johnny Howson. Ooh, and Silvestri gathers it with ease. Okay, so I'm going to make a substitution because Bridcut is looking a little bit tired, and also he's on a yellow card. So I just want to stave off that, and I'm going to leave him as a ball-winning midfielder, Poya in support, and I'm also going to bring off Alex Moat. I'm going to bring him in, and you're going to play a deep line playmaker in support as well. And I may, just because he's had such a dire game, I may bring off Chris Wood. We've got about 20 minutes left, so I'm going to give it another 5 minutes and see if he can't come up with something. If he doesn't, then he's going to come off. We've got a highlight to deal with now. Is Brady with the ball in. Naismith, and it's blocked by Xavi, I think it was. Bartley clears it. It comes out as far as Jerome. Naismith hits the bar, and it's cleared by Bartley. And we've rode our luck a little bit there. Here's Chris Wood. Oh, Wood's got away. He's found it to Roof. Can he get a cross in? Sacco. Ball in. Wood! It is there. It is 1-0. And we're going to the Premier League. Surely we're going to the Premier League. I'd said Chris Wood would be coming off. He doesn't do something in the next 5 minutes. He must have heard me. loud and clear, because he's done exactly what I needed him to do, and that is get a goal. Sacco just tucks it inside. Wood, good movement, bottom corner, and Ellen Road erupts. 20 minutes to go, Leeds 1, Norwich 0, and we're Premier League bound. Okay, so here's Berardi with the throw in to Sacco. Can he get another cross in? That can maybe get us that second goal. Is Vieira, Wood, and it's 2-0, and it's put to bed now. Chris Wood, 19th goal of the season, and he's had a dire run of form, 1 in his last 9, and now he's bagged 2 in this game. Vieira picks up the loose ball. Olsen's clearance was very poor. Vieira just knocks it inside, and Chris Wood, same corner again. Leeds 2, Norwich 0, and we're going to the Premier League. Come on! Okay, so it's another highlight here. It's Howson. You shouldn't have left us, mate, should ya? You should have stayed, perhaps. And what the fuck? How did that go in? Silvestri, what have you done? What have you fucking done? Well, it's 2-1, and maybe I've celebrated a bit too early. Howson just... Oh, I was gloating at Howson. That's maybe why he's winning. How did this find its way in? Did it take a deflection? It didn't really take a deflection. It's just Silvestri. How did you let that in? Oh my god. So now we're going to be up against it. I mean, a draw still, we go up, but a win would have been better. Let's just be a bit more structured now. And we're just going to tell him to calm down. There's a missed a chance there. There's Morris. And it's knocked wide for a corner. So, yeah, we're going to be on it. I'm going to have to switch it to defensive, I think. I wanted to protect this. I want to go up with a win. That's going to be important to me. Vieira clears it into touch. Okay, so we've got a free kick now. Xavi to Poya. Can he get his first goal of the season, maybe? No? Dallas, offside. And we're about a few seconds away from getting promoted. And there it is! We're going to the Premier League! We've sealed promotion, an unlikely promotion, through the automatic places. I said at the start of the season, if we could get to the playoffs, I'd be happy. But we've managed to drive it home. We've had a poor run of form, but we've driven it home. And now we're promoted. Come on! And that is... Oh, that's the end of the episode. We're Premier League bound. Come on! Oh, I'm so happy. I really am. And it keeps my record. Every single Football Manager game, I have never failed to get Leeds promoted in the first season. Because I'm just that good. Chris Wood came up with the goods when he had to. Chris Wood is the goods. He's that whole region. Right now, he's the cock, he's the balls, he's everything. And like I said, he's not been on a good run of form, and he's come up with 2 goals today at the right time. And I'm gonna have to praise him. I'm gonna praise him like I should. Right, and also you did okay. You did well out there. As did Berardi as well. You did well. But yeah, overall, brilliant performance. And it means we can relax for the last game of the season. And the last episode of the season, which is going to be against Wigan, who are down there in 20th. They're safe. They're good. There's still a little bit to sort out there, though. Because Burton got a big win over Barnsley, so that's going to be quite interesting to watch. But yeah, that is the end of the episode. So thank you everybody so much for watching. If you have enjoyed today's massive, awesome, epic promotion episode, then please hit that like button. Hit it as hard as you like. You're not going to break it. Just give it a smack. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, because next season we're going to have Premier League football. So there's going to be a lot of signings, a lot of changes, and hopefully more glory to come. But again, thank you for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, stay cool. And as always, I will catch you on the flip side, where we're going to the Premier League. Peace! Come on!